Spoiler warning for Honkai Star Rail up to the end of version 2.1 of Penacony's Trailblaze mission questline. If you have not reached the end of that point in the story and do not wish to be spoiled, click off and return once you have seen everything that will be covered in this video. Disclaimer, since I did not have proper recording software for HSR until I got my PS5 in mid-April, footage I use for story content from 2.0 and 2.1 will be borrowed from other sources. Here's the list of channels and content creators I borrowed footage from. Also, if I get anything wrong, let me know in the comments below. With that out of the way, let us begin the analysis of Black Swan's lore and character.
Beneath the silent waters lies an endless abyss!
Black Swan had a lot of hype surrounding her throughout the first year of HSR. Her first appearance was in the Myriad Celestia trailer titled Fables About the Stars Part 1, which was uploaded on May 2nd, 2023, shortly after the game first launched and almost a year before she would make her playable debut in 2.0. It was clear that developers believed in her becoming a fan favorite from the very beginning. So what's there to know about Black Swan? That's what we're here to examine. Black Swan is a memo keeper of the Garden of Recollection. All memo keepers are emanators of remembrance following the Aeon Fuli. They give up their mortal bodies to live on as beings known as mimetic entities, using their powers to travel around the universe and observe, collect, and record any precious memories they can find. The Garden is responsible for the creation of memory bubbles and light cones. All those short stories attached to light cones are thanks to memo keepers like Black Swan. What led Black Swan to follow the path of remembrance is detailed in her character story. Since she was a little girl, she has always been fascinated by history and learning about the past. She always wondered about the creation of objects and the origins of everything and everyone in the world. While other kids poked fun at her interest, her mother very much encouraged it. However, her mother would be inflicted with amnesia. She suffered from constant loss of both short and long-term memories, ranging from forgetting recent events to not recognizing her own family. Black Swan would read her mother's diary to her in an attempt to help her remember, but it didn't work. Her mother would die, unable to remember anything clearly. Her mother's death would lead Black Swan to cherish her own memories more than ever before. Her mom would live on in her mind's recollection and would forever slip away from her only if she were to forget about her. The first chapter of the character story ends as follows. Life is akin to a winding labyrinth where memories serve as our sole companions. For the first time, she comprehended the profound meaning behind these words. A memo keeper would end up on Black Swan's home planet. While exploring, they found the girl and closely observed her. Seeing potential in her, they made themselves physically visible to her and offered to make her a memo keeper as well. An offer we, of course, know she accepted. The Black Swan theory is a metaphor that originates from the late 1600s. It's meant to describe a big surprise, like something that was believed to be impossible turns out to be possible. The example that serves as the metaphor's namesake is how there was a presumption that black swans don't exist, only for them to be discovered in Australia. The black swan theory is essentially a lesson in hindsight and is often tied to solipsism, the psychological concept which reasons that something only exists when it is observed. It's in-game lore that this metaphor is what gave Black Swan the idea for her name. Due to her existence as a memo keeper, people are unaware she exists until she lets them see her. I watched the Black Swan movie the other day to try and see any similarities I can glean. After all, this game is chock full of references to other pieces of media, so I thought it wasn't too far of a stretch to think something from this film would carry over into Star Rail. However, the only things the movie and the character have in common is that Black Swan likes to dance, and there's a lot of psychological horror going on around her in the memory zone. That's pretty much all I could find, but if you notice any deeper similarities, let me know. Her final character story details how Black Swan has traveled to many different planets as a memo keeper before coming to Penacony. While most memo keepers write off the planet of festivities as a mirage without much deeper meaning, Black Swan decides to stick around and look into the planet's origins. However, dreams, they represent a distorted form of memories. I shall delve into its depths and catch a fleeting glimpse of the buried memories before those memo snatchers and cremators arrive. Memo keepers tend to use their powers as mimetic entities to disguise themselves, either as natives of the world or blend into objects like we see Black Swan do in a revisiting of past dreams. They keep their existences secret and only let people perceive them when they see potential in that person becoming a memo keeper or feel some need to step in. What Black Swan wants most is to discover the true origins of Penacony and the precious memories connected to that truth. After all, she believes that memories can never lie about the past. Is it any wonder then that she chose to work with Aventurine, who is also very adamant about bringing to light Penacony's secrets? That same dedication to finding the truth is why she has such a fascination with Acheron. She wants to uncover the mysteries surrounding this Galaxy Ranger. We also see in the trailer I mentioned earlier that she'll sometimes show herself to natives of the planet to subtly help them with her fortune telling, i.e. when someone picks up Robin's lost mirror. Now this may seem like a strange trait to give her. Fortune telling is mainly to predict future events in some shape or form, so why make your fortune telling character someone so dedicated to memories in the past? Because Black Swan's personal philosophy is that memories are the foundation of life. To quote Black Swan herself at the end of her third character story, people tend to believe they are facing the present and the future, yet fail to realize that we are all, in fact, moving toward the past. She believes that everything about the present day and the future is informed by past events. In other words, the past and the future are overlapped on the same point of a single circle. With enough knowledge of what has happened, you can predict what will happen. Black Swan presents these predictions as tarot card fortunes. All you have to do is tell her an honest story of the past, or even just rumors according to a native of Penacony, for her to give you an accurate reading. She also has a certain aesthetic for memories. While she has the power to take away the entirety of people's memories, she only uses it as a temporary measure to walk away from situations. Due to her past, she doesn't want to inflict permanent amnesia onto anyone. Every trait and habit of hers is tied to her love of history and memories. Fittingly enough, most of Black Swan's depth is found in her character stories. You have to look towards the past, not the present nor the future, to see and understand the many layers of this lovely fortune teller. She's a deceptively simple character who holds a lot of secrets close to her chest, and I love her presence throughout Penacony's storyline. Thank you for watching this video. This is one part of a series of analysis videos on Penacony's cast of characters. If you want to see me analyze another character from Penacony, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future uploads. Also, like this video to let me know if I did a good job. As a smaller content creator on the platform, engaging with my videos really, truly helps me out. Thank you once again for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And until we meet again, take care.